All right, folks, Chef London back with another video. Before we jump into the video today, folks, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna give you some good information in return. I just ask that you like, share, or subscribe to the channel. So today's video, folks, we're gonna talk about how to get bigger butts, all right? So I'm a personal trainer. I've been training for 10 years now, and 90% of my clients are all female. So I've been working with women for a long time. And the number one request is how to get a bigger butt. So I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to get a bigger butt. You wanna watch it all the way to the end because the most important tip's gonna be at the end and it's gonna give you the most bang for your buck. All right, so tip number 1, the things that you should be doing. Kickbacks, I see a lot of women, I see this every day in the gym. Kickbacks, people doing side kicks and stuff on the floor and bridges and all that other stuff. That stuff has a place, but it's not gonna give you the biggest return on your investment. The exercises you should be doing are squats, lunges, all squat variations too. So you wanna go with wide grip, you wanna go with a plie squat or sumo squat with your toes pointed out to the side. You wanna go with a narrow grip, all variations of squats, right? You wanna get really good at doing squats, front squats, back squats, etc. The other thing you wanna do are lunges. Lunges are amazing, and there's maybe 50, 60 different variations of lunges. I'll give you a couple. You could do regular walking lunges. They kill your legs, kill your glutes. You could do reverse lunges. You could do split lunges where you have one leg elevated. You could do lateral lunges. It goes on and on and on. There's so many lunges you want to do. Those are going to be very important. The third exercise that's clutch is a deadlift. You got to get this. Now with deadlifts, there's like 30, 50, 60, 100 different variations of that. So you got to get good at them, all right? So the number 1 is just a regular RDL, right? Just a regular deadlift where you push your butt back, bend the knees slightly, come forward. Get good at doing that and get someone to teach you. You're best at finding someone. I'll do a video on one actually. Get that proper form, because the deadlift is a tricky exercise and you could really hurt yourself if you're not doing it right. Or even worse, you could just be doing it for no reason, because if you're not doing it right, you're not hitting the right muscles. So deadlifts, that's another really good one. All right, and then the other thing you want to do, folks, are step-ups too. Step-ups are a really good exercise where you step up onto a box, or you step up onto a bench with weighted dumbbells. Sometimes you don't even need weight, but those are really good for your glutes, all right? That's tip number 1. So you want to make sure those are the focal point of your glute and leg day. Those few exercises I just mentioned. Tip number 2, folks, moving along. This is another one, guys, I see this is probably the biggest mistake in working out is the reps, the amount of volume you're doing, right? Folks are doing too little volume, not enough volume, folks. You gotta do, a lot of folks will get heavier weight. They'll do more weight than is required. And what they'll do is only get 6, or they'll only get 8 reps. They'll get 5 reps and they'll think they're killing it because their weight is getting heavier. But when you lift like that, when you stay in between that, anywhere between 2 and 8 rep range, that is more for strength and power. And you might get a little bit bigger. You might see your butt getting bigger. And so you'll continue to use that weight. But over time, you're gonna plateau, because that type of lifting, when you lift in that rep range, it's only for strength and power. What you wanna be doing is 10 to 15 repetitions, right? If you wanna play it safe, I'd stay between 10 and 12. 12 is a really good number. Those are the amount of reps you wanna do, because for muscle, for hypertrophy, in order to build muscle, you gotta stay in that rep range. Anything below that, you're working a different system. All right, so 10 to 12 reps, 12, put an asterisk next to that, and then your butt will grow. So anything that I'm telling you, if you're doing squats, if you're doing deadlifts, you want to stay in that range. Lunges, you want to stay in that range. All right, folks, the last and the most important thing you need to do is you need to do glute activation exercises. And what that is basically you need to wake up your butt. I'm saying this in layman's terms. You need to wake up your butt and develop a neuromuscular connection. And that sounds complicated. I don't know why they call it that, but that's what they call it. It's stupid. But basically, you need to make this connection between your butt and your brain. And how you do it is by activating it. And then when you go into doing your lunges and your squats, you'll be more effective. Basically, you'll be working directly with your glutes if you activate them in advance. So activation exercises are like doing bridges. Those when you're on all fours and you're doing kickbacks. All right, that's what that is for. You want to do that first before you get into doing lunges, squats, deadlifts. because you're activating your glute, and now you have the neuromuscular connection. And then now when you start squatting, you're gonna be squeezing that glute and activating it even more. You're gonna get more of an efficient workout. So you wanna do that stuff in advance, right? So there's two ways you could go about doing this. You could take 10 minutes to warm up and just do bridges. Do 10 regular bridges with 2 legs, do 10 with 1 leg in the air, do 10 with another leg in the air. Then you could get on all fours, you could do some kickbacks. You could do 10, 15 reps there, 10, 15 reps there. A really good thing that you can do is put on mini bands. A lot of glute activation exercises you could do with the mini bands. And you know, I'll do a video for it, but mini bands are super effective for activating the glutes. And I do this all the time, folks. I do this before I run too, because when you run, you use your glutes, you use your glute medius. So I activate my glute medius in advance. That way my body is using it when I run. All right, if I don't do that before I run, I'm probably gonna be compensating by using my low back. I'm going in the weeds right now. All right, so let's just wheel it back in. Those are your 3 tips right there. Hopefully that was helpful. If it was helpful, you gotta do me a favor because I did something for you. You gotta do something for me now. I think that's fair, is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, peace.